Unemployment, the Silent Epidemic by Pavlina Tcherneva. A viral transmission. Figure 1 shows the unemployment rate in the U.S. from 1990 to 2016 and includes 3 recessions and subsequent expansions: early 1990s, early 2000s, and the Great Recession. Examining the data as it changes over time reveals several striking patterns. First, even at the peak of the business cycle, countless communities across the United States experience elevated unemployment levels. When the U.S. experiences peak economic activity, these communities continue to be mired in recession. Second, as the economy enters a recession, many communities experience much more severe joblessness than indicated by the national unemployment numbers. From 1990 to 2016, national unemployment reached 10% only once, in November 2009. And yet, local level data during this period shows that 10% and above was the norm for many communities in the U.S. throughout the entire period. That is, in good times and bad. Note that the BLS unemployment maps report ranges, where the top cohort includes areas with 10% to 60% unemployment, meaning that even mapping the county data masks the depths of the unemployment problem in these communities. Third, considering that the official numbers vastly underrepresent the actual unemployment rate, there are many communities across the U.S. that experience depression-level unemployment rates on an ongoing basis. See Ray and Dantas 2017 for a full count. Fourth, and perhaps most striking, is the discernible geographic pattern of the evolution in unemployment over time. A region affected by mass layoffs quickly sees its unemployment problem spread to an ever-increasing area. The radius of the affected area grows in recessions. Like a ripple effect of a pebble tossed in a lake, mass layoffs in a distressed community produce higher unemployment rates in the surrounding areas. Once the economy recovers, unemployment slowly shrinks and is reduced first in the periphery, but the recovery never fully reaches the core of the affected geographical area, leaving it in distress even at the peak of an expansion. The animated map most clearly demonstrates this contagion effect. In other words, the data show that unemployment is not only persistent, but when mass layoffs take place, the effect transmits quite rapidly. Put simply, one unemployed person throws another one out of work. When Lowe's or Home Depot lay off thousands of workers across the country, the resulting decline in aggregate demand disperses in a very specific geographic pattern, amplifying the unemployment problem in the community and neighboring areas. This pattern suggests that unemployment behaves much more like a virus or an infectious disease than a random shock event. Not only does it propagate in a specific geographic pattern, but it also inflicts severe consequences on individuals and communities. Indeed, much of the literature on the costs of unemployment indicates that this is precisely how unemployment should be studied. The relevant literature comes from health economics, the cognitive sciences, and public health. There is a large and growing body of research on the social determinants of health outcomes inequities and social well-being. For example, where unemployment and underemployment emerge as key determinants among a set of multiple deprivations. And while there is abundant research at the micro level on the impact of unemployment on labor markets, individuals, families, and communities, economic theory is impoverished for not theorizing these findings at the macroeconomic level. Apart from its transmission mechanism, unemployment resembles a disease in several other ways.